Hello, guys. This is Zisteau, and this is your 1 week and 1 day Patreon update video. I wanted to thank all of you for the crazy amount of support you've shown over the last 8 days. And I wanted to give some news regarding the milestones and some feedback and what's going on in the next few weeks, all that kind of stuff. So first off, let's start, I guess, with the milestones. The first one we met fairly quickly was the no skippable ads milestone, which includes no mid-rolls ever. I should include that in the text. So what I've done is I have changed my default settings in YouTube so that you should only get skippable ads, or the little banner ads sometimes, I guess, that you can click away. You should never get a pre-roll video ad that you cannot skip. I've had reports of some people getting those, and that is an error in YouTube's system, and I'm not sure if there's anything I can do about that. They are constantly fiddling with stuff, the YouTube engineers, and things are constantly breaking, so maybe that's a temporary bug, I'm not sure. Let me know if you get that issue, and I'll try to look into it further. But as of now, all videos going forward should only have skippable ads. Updating old videos is extremely hard and cumbersome. You can update videos 30 or so at a time, but it takes a long time for them all to update. So I'm going to be slowly going back through some of my more recent backlog of videos and updating the ads and taking out mid-rolls from some old stream archives. I have some stream archives that are anywhere from 2 to 6 hours long, and for those extremely long videos, I did add mid-rolls. I'm going to go back and remove them, but very, very old videos might not get updated. But any video going forward, no skippable ads. Okay, number 2, commissioned art, and number 3, website. Long story short, TLDR, that stuff's being worked on. I am talking to a web designer that I know, and we've been throwing back and forth ideas, and he is working on things. And the goal is to have something functional, by January. Web design and design in general takes time, but we'd like to have something functional, and that's where we're going to host things like the save games for the reward perks. But we're working on that, and the first newly commissioned artwork is going to tie into that, and we're going to do some other commissioned artwork. And schedules are being complicated a bit by Christmas and New Year's, and people being off for the holidays. Schedules are always screwed up this time of year. But those things are being worked on, and the goal is to have a functional website up by January. And then we're very close to the 4th perk, so we're going to go ahead and assume we're going to launch that in January as well. That is the quarterly limited time offer, new art all the time, basically, available 4 times a year. So we're going to start that in January as well. And I think I'm going to be using a website like Teespring for that. And so I'm going to be retiring my Spreadshirt store. So if you want any of the artwork in my Spreadshirt store, any of those designs, you need to grab it now, because they have been there for a while. Oh, I forgot about this little redstone room. Little access chamber. If you want any of those designs, I'm going to be retiring them. They've been there for a few years, and I feel like we need to continually be making new things. So I'm going to retire all of them in January. So if you want that stuff, grab it now, because my Spreadshirt store, it's going bye-bye. Moving on to patron reward tier. So I've had some feedback on the reward tiers, and a number of people suggested or asked for or expressed their desire for me to have a multiplayer Minecraft server. And I should probably say that that's very unlikely to happen. I tried to structure the rewards in a way that I could do things to recognize patrons without taking a lot of time away from the video making that made you a fan of mine in the first place. So if I were to make a multiplayer Minecraft server just for the fans, that would take a lot of time away from actually making videos. It would slow down my schedule a lot. So I think that is a counterproductive idea. So for now, at least, I'm not going to do that. It involves a lot of micromanagement that I don't have time for. I don't want to budget it because I would like to focus more on the videos, which is what I'm known for in the first place. And then there was some feedback that a few people thought that the $20 tier was too much for exclusive merch, and I totally agree with that. Let me talk a little bit about how I set up the tiers. Mostly, I looked at a lot of other people with Patreon profiles, and I more or less copied what they did, the dollar amounts and some of the rewards. And I talked to some people with Patreon accounts, and one of the things I learned is that Patreon is not really set up for mailing merchandise to people as a reward. So some people have rewards like if you pay X amount, I'll mail you a mug, or I'll mail you this type of merchandise or that type of merchandise, custom shirt, custom poster, whatever. And Patreon is not really set up to keep track of that. For instance, if someone pays for that tier for 1 month, you have to, on your own, keep a database of which person you've mailed that one-time gift to. And if you don't keep track of that, it's really easy to get confused on what's been sent out to who. And some people change the tiers they're in. It's not a constant thing. So just to avoid confusion and like people not getting their specific tier reward, I tried to make it an ongoing thing where I would periodically offer custom stuff. Now, why is all that cobble? Oh, because I haven't dug it out yet. I would offer custom stuff periodically, and I realized that it feels like you're getting double dipped a little bit. Like, oh, pay $20 a month, and then I'm going to make you pay even more to get this special thing. And I totally 100% understand that. And what I'll like to do and what I'll look into once we start setting up this stuff in January is selling things maybe even at a loss to myself. I'm not sure if any of these websites allow me to do that kind of thing, but I will try to make it as inexpensive as possible and as cool as possible. And also, as an additional thing, I'm moving all of the perks down 1 tier cheaper. So the straw polls, which were previously $5 a month, they're now down at the base rank of $2 a month, and the save game access, which was previously $10 a month, is now down to $5 a month. So if you want all the old save games that I have, that I will start uploading as soon as that website is up and functional, that's now going to be only $5 a month to get access to all those save games. And then the merchandise is going to go from the $20 bracket to the $10 bracket. I think that's a lot more reasonable, and I agree with the feedback. So those are the changes we're making. Everything got 1 tier cheaper, and that leaves us with the question, how do we recognize and distinguish... Oh, I never built this boatloader, did I? That leaves us with the question, how do we distinguish the $20, $50, and $100 tiers? And I think what I'll probably end up doing for the $50 and $100 tiers, because there's not that many of you, and it's more kind of manageable, is I'm going to use those names of the people in those tiers, and I'm going to recognize them with a shout out on a particular spot on the webpage, and perhaps even like certain parts of my different worlds. I might have a build where there will be their names will be on signs, that kind of thing. So I think that's kind of an appropriate tier. I mean, because at that level amount, you're just I don't even know what to say, what to give you, because you're just basically kind of crazy if you want to support that much. But I feel like I should give some sort of recognition. And then for the $20 tier, we need something special to distinguish them as well. So I'm going to continue to take feedback and modify this kind of stuff as we go. And then the other thing I should talk about is that upcoming is Christmas and New Year's, and I'm going to be away for about a week, a little over a week, visiting family for Christmas, kind of normal stuff everybody does. And then for a couple days for New Year's, I'll also be off. So schedules are going to be quite disrupted, and the videos I make take a lot of time. I spent probably 12 or 14 hours on my last Ark Survival Evolved video. Videos for this game take a very long time. And so I'm trying to pre-record enough that we'll have a video every day during that time I'm away, and I might not quite make it. So there will be probably probably Fallout every other day, because that's easily the most straightforward thing to record, because it has like NPCs and a storyline. I have to create the storyline in this game. Hey! Oh god. So that's that. Schedule's gonna be... Oh yeah! Oh, K9! Crap. Schedule is going to be a bit disrupted until it settles down in the first half of January. Sit down, dummy. Gotcha. Okay, let's sleep in the bed. But I think that just about covers everything. Continue giving me feedback here or on Reddit or on Twitter. We'll continue to modify these things. I think the changes we're making so far are good, and just wanted to give you an update on the progress we're making on the tiers and all that kind of stuff. So, hope you guys have a good day. Bye-bye.